All right, so you know we're passionate about bringing attention to police-involved incidents, but go a step too far. And this time, I'd like to present to you an incident that happened a few weeks ago in Dayton, Ohio. A mentally handicapped teenager named Jesse Kersey was stopped by police, and when the teenager, who also had a speech impediment, tried to explain his condition to the officer, Willie Hooper, well, the cop thought that he was being disrespected by Kersey. And in fact, court papers go on to explain that a neighbor who saw this dispute tried to explain the situation to the officer. However, Hooper threatened to arrest the neighbor if he didn't go inside. So from there, the teenager attempted to return to his home to ask his mother for help. But Officer Hooper followed him, managed to beat him, pepper spray him, tase him, and then proceeded to call for backup from fellow police officers. Oh, and despite the fact that at this point, Kersey's mother was trying to explain the teen's mental state, he was handcuffed, hogtied, and then put in the back of a police car. Now, I apologize for the fact that we don't have any video of this incident, any interviews with local police about what happened, because the media in Dayton, Ohio apparently didn't really cover this issue. Yep, the local news stations thought that it would be much more fitting to cover local fairs and road construction than learning how officers in their district treat teenagers with mental disabilities. Now, since they refused to give any attention to it, let me explain why this is such a ridiculous case. For starters, the teenager was not only beaten and pepper sprayed, he was also tased. And while taser guns are supposed to only be used by police officers to stun a disgruntled person into submission, we've seen them get pretty taser happy over the years. And oftentimes, tasers have led to deaths.
After 10 hours of searching for his mother unsuccessfully at the airport, Sikansky flips out, starts throwing chairs at a glass window in the customs region of the airport. 4 officers finally approach. One pulls out a taser and opens fire. Minutes after being cuffed, Sikansky is dead.
In Spanaway, neighbors say Pierce County Sheriff's deputies used extreme force to take down the man who refused to leave an apartment unit.
I heard the taser go off 4 or 5 times. I tased him. And after that,
The 27-year-old Spanaway man later died at the hospital.
One of the deputies deployed his taser, sending a normal-sized shock of electricity into Collier's body. He stopped breathing. The deputies tried to revive him using CPR, but it was too late.
Now, the scary part here is the officers still use tasers to detain people as a less deadly method than, say, their guns, even if tasers have been linked to several deaths in the past. But in this case, there's no excuse for the way Officer Hooper treated the mentally handicapped teenager. Beaten, stunned, pepper sprayed, and hogtied for a speech impediment that was grossly mistaken as being disrespectful. So this deserves a double whammy award for an officer who completely misunderstood a situation and for putting an innocent teenager through hell.